All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elected nation of Israel. And this is going to be a video on how men that believe in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai should be aware of exes trying to come back into their life, man. Right? As things start coming down to the wire in believing in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, a lot of women are going to try and change their tune, man. Right? A lot of women are going to change their tune. And all of a sudden going to see the error of their ways. They're going to have a road to Damascus moment. They're going to realize that you were just the perfect man all along, right? They're going to be like, oh, yeah, you was the perfect man all along. And the reason that I thought about this is that I was watching a recent video that Apostle Gabar did. And he said that, like, a woman that left that he prayed, a woman that he prayed to leave him, right? A woman that he prayed to leave him ended up leaving him and going to get married. She went to go and get married, you know, right? Which he was happy with about that anyway, because he didn't want to be with her no more anyway. And she went to go and get married. And then 20 years later, she tried to, obviously, after things with her other relationship flopped, because she was really the problem in all her relationships anyway. She tried to call up the apostle and say, like, begging him, supplicating, saying, "I'm still your woman." When I heard that, I kind of laughed out loud to myself, but then I was thinking, man, women really have got a lot of nerve, haven't they? Right? Because for 20 years, that woman's been doing everything that she's been doing, right? She's been doing everything that she's been doing with other different people or whatever, right? But then you're gonna come back and talk to a guy and say, "Am I still your woman?" Right? And obviously, it's not my story to know the full details, but 20 years of not of let's say it was 20 years of never seeing a woman, or it was 20 years of seeing a woman on and off because you've got children with her, you got like things that attach you to her, right? Either way it goes, that's disrespectful, really, man. But there's gonna be men that have been with a woman for 1 year, and she's gonna try and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm a stilly woman," and she'll have potentially did things with other men, but then the nerve to try and come back and like still think that you are supposed to take them back, man, and it just shows like the arrogance of the survival instincts of women, man. Women are prepared to do anything to survive in this world. That's why you got all these women trying to talk about they need a trick and all of that, right? It's because really they're struggling. They ain't got any skills to get the money themselves from another way where they can keep their dignity. Because if they did, they would do that. If they had the skills to have a career that they could easily get all that money as well, they would do that instead. But they don't have the skills. So most of these women do in this world anyway is trading their vagina for whatever a man's got going on, right? Oh, he's an electrician. Oh, and he's got this house because of that, and he's got this. Okay, I'm a trading my vagina for his electrician salary and all the things that his electrician salary brings in. Or he works for the train lines. Okay, I'm a trading my vagina for that. Oh, he's an accountant. Oh, I'm a trading my vagina for that. That's what all they do. But as it starts to really dawn on these women that there's nothing actually really special about them, right? Like when women will say stuff like, "Oh, they don't find the average man that they see walking on the street attractive," right? The average woman that you see walking on the street ain't that attractive neither. To be honest with you, the average woman that you see walking on the street ain't attractive. But yet, you don't hear men saying that we're all tens, but you'll see women online, in particular, saying that they're tens, but you don't see men online saying that they're tens. And it's funny how so many women are tens, and yet when I'm walking through the streets, I don't see them in real life, innit? All these women that are tens, but according to what scale? Is it according to the men's scale, or is it according to the women's scale? Because the men's scale involves having to sleep with a woman and be in a relationship with them. The woman's scale involves gassing a woman's head up, so that you know she's really a fat bitch, but you're gonna lie and tell her that she's strong and queen and she's hot and all that, so that you can be the best looking woman in the friendship group, and you're only a 5 yourself. Yeah, we know the tricks of you women, man. Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 9. Rise up, you men are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, you men are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the present field, for the fruit of vine. And I want to get this scripture as well, man. Right? but she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. 1 Timothy chapter 5 and verse 6. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth, man. And these women have been in pleasure while they've been living, but they've been dead though. They don't know what the hell is going on, right? But as it starts to really dawn on them that this society is falling and that there's been people that have been grinding for the next society that's coming after this, right? A lot of these women are going to try and jump on the bandwagon, right? A lot of your exes, all you brothers out there, your exes are going to try and get back in contact with you, man. They're going to actually have the nerve to try and get back in contact with you, right? Some of are going to just want to have the nerve to try and actually see if they still could do it. Some of them are going to try and be in their mind being sincere, but it's a warning to watch out for them, man, because what the hell have they been doing? And what the hell kind of demons have they got attached to them now after they've been doing all that, man? Some of them are going to have to be reincarnated again into the kingdom before they even get the chance to be you brothers' wives, man. That's how it's going to have to go for some of it. And some of these women have been predestined to get judgment for how they dishonored the men that they was with that believed in Yahweh Shem Yahshua and how evil it was when they was with these guys, man. A lot of these women are going to get judged for that. Right? They're going to get judged for that, man. Micah chapter 7 and verse, they thought they could just, man, watch. Micah chapter 7 and verse 10, then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is Yahweh thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. That's what's going to happen to a lot of these women, man. They're worrying about how they can get a trick and all of this. Like, the things that they say are just dumb these days, man. Right? They're just dumb. Like, you got so many women walking around the world arrogant. And it's like, what are you arrogant about? Like, you're not what you think you are, attractive wise. Your personality is not what you think it is either. You ain't rich, right? You're requiring for some man. You're hoping and walking around all day, hoping for some man to drag you out of your miserable life, right? But ain't got nothing that would require him to actually take you out of that. So all you're gonna do is get used for recreational use, right? And you're gonna keep saying men ain't this and men ain't that, when really you ain't shit. Okay, you ain't got money. Most people ain't, but you could be trying to do things to fix your personality so that you're not as fucking much of a bitch to be around, right? You could be doing that, but now you don't want to do that. So instead, y'all are just gonna get jacked up, man, when all hell breaks loose. That's just what's gonna be happening, man. Like, there's not no nice, kind-hearted way to say this. You women ain't strong, so you ain't gonna have no hands in the day of the Lord to be able to just take things into your own strength. You ain't gonna have that neither. This society is where you women had your way. It's this society where male physicality was minimalized, right? Male physicality was minimalized in this time. But in the day of the Lord's wrath, male physicality is gonna be maximized so that people can be made scared and be made to know, listen, man, this is what happens. This is what happens when we live in a society where everyone just does what they want to do. A man that's strong is going to use his strength to get what he wants. And a woman, if she can, is going to try and use her beauty to get what she wants. But is that going to work in the time that is being prophesied in the Bible? We're going to see, right? Everyone's going to get their chance, man. If women think getting a trick and all that is what's the be-all and end-all of life, men that think red pill holding frame, right? You gotta hold frame, you gotta tighten up your game and all that, you gotta focus on, you gotta work this amount, you gotta make this amount of that amount. We're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. Yeah? Or is it the men that have faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua that's gonna overcome the times to come, man? We're gonna see. Shalom to the elect.